this is Cherie with Rehash Fiber. I would like to invite you to come along with me on a fiber adventure to Central Florida. A few months ago, I was visiting with my friend Erica, and she suggested that we go to Winter Haven, Florida to visit the big, fabulous yarn store, 4 Pearls, and to see what else we could find involving fiber art. I was all for it. I love to travel, I love to see new things, I love to explore. She kindly did all the trip planning. I really appreciated her doing it, and it was just a super treat. So I want to let you know that winter time is a lovely time to be in Florida. Any of you that live where it's cold, this can be a nice reprieve for you. For us, this is our winter. If we're lucky, we get a couple of chilly months, or at least a few weeks during the winter months where it's chilly. Our opportunity to wear light sweaters and boots. Of course, me being from Florida, I joke that anytime the temperature goes under 80 degrees, I'm wearing my boots. Parade of boots. I love them. Anyhow, if you live somewhere where you're socked in with the cold and darkness, wintertime is a great time to come to Florida. You'll have sunshine, cool air, it'll be warm to you, and it's just a lovely time. So come along as we head over from the Tampa area to Winter Haven.
I got like 8 spindles in there. Yeah. I can't have all them break. I can't replace them all right now.
Winter Haven is a nice small town with a lovely downtown area. It's actually called Central Park. There's a beautiful fountain in the middle of town and shops and restaurants around it. 4 Pearls, the big wonderful yarn store, is just a couple blocks off of Central Park. And 4 Pearls is definitely a place you want to go visit and you want to hang out. During normal times, they have tons of classes going on, high quality classes with people at the top of their level teaching them. They also have a living room area where you can go in and just sit there and knit and spin and just hang out in a fiber world. It's really great. And there's just so much yarn and beautiful things to see there. What made our time in Winter Haven even extra special is that the owners of 4 Pearls, Laura and JD, they own an Airbnb 1 mile from the shop. It is a brand new, lovely house that has fiber-like touches all over. It's just a really great place to stay. Wow, this is great. What really surprised us is the moment we went through the door, we looked at the little table next to the door, and on it were skeins of yarn and lotion. And we figured there was 2 sets and that it was for us. So what a lovely little gift Laura had left us. Erica had told her we were coming to town for fiber art. Extra special. So fun. Can't wait to use this stuff. By the way, Laura and JD's daughters are dyers and they own Emma's Yarns. So you may see that at your local yarn store. Of course, 4 Pearls has tons of it. This is some of it. It's beautiful, beautiful dyed yarn. Then their son has a business making lotion. So we got to sample some of this. And the home was in a great location. You can walk to restaurants and the stores downtown. Also, there was a couple of grocery stores close by. It was just the perfect location. So we had so much fun because when we weren't at the store or searching out fiber things, we were at the house working on projects. Erica brought her spinning wheel. She was spinning. I always have my drop spindle with me, and I brought a knitting project along. And so we would work and talk and just have a great time being submerged in fiber art. When you travel, you have to eat. So we wanted to make that as fun as possible too. We took some snacks and went to a local whiskey bar that had a lot of character, and Cody, the bartender, was super friendly and fun. We tried some of their good drinks, and we spun with our drop spindles. Super fun. Then that evening, we went to a restaurant. A year ago, Laura from Four Pearls had recommended it when I was at Four Pearls for the Bay Area Yarn Crawl. She said, you gotta try Tempo, and you have to get their famous Old Fashioned. So that was stuck in my head from a year ago because the place has a ton of character, and that was my first time having an Old Fashioned a year ago, and they're delicious. So I definitely wanted to go back there and take Erica and have a good meal and an Old Fashioned, and it just made the experience even better because the places had character, and that's kind of what makes it really fun when you're traveling. It's just adding that aspect too. Saturday, we were up and at it. When we got up, more fiber. Then we went to visit a yarn store called Knit. And it was in Longwood, Florida, about 45 minutes away from Winter Haven. Nice shop. Marnie, who's the owner, was there. And we had a great time just checking out all her yarns, spinning, and visiting with her. So great shop, worth checking out. So she gave us a tip of going to a great place for lunch. And when you're there, you have to check it out because it is so Florida. It's Wekiva Island, and it's only minutes from Knit, the yarn store. It's a recreation place where they rent out canoes and paddleboards, and there was people there playing volleyball. But it's definitely just a recreation place right on the river with a cafe that sells food, a bar that has some drinks, and you can sit outside, and it's just, the river area was beautiful. And it was just a super nice touch to the day because when you're in Florida, you want to grab those gems when you get them. So that was great to see, and the food was delicious. After that, we went to the main event of the day, which was to visit the alpaca farm called Luna Sea. Erica found it, she contacted them, told them we were spinners. Lucy Lee and her husband King are the owners. When Lucy found out that we were spinners, she said, come early, come before the tour. She wanted to show us some things. So it's just a short drive from Longwood to Clermont, and we did get there early, and Lucy was waiting for us. She showed us the beautiful fleeces from the alpaca, and they're actually called blankets. The part of the alpaca that they take from the shoulders and the back for fiber arts. She laid them out. They're gorgeous. There was one the color of copper, and I bought that one, and it's from the alpaca. His name is Midas, and he's an award-winning alpaca. Really cool. So we took the tour with King, and he is funny, but he's dry funny. So at first I was like, are you for real? And he's just funny. Very kind, very loving to his alpaca, and very good to the people taking the tour. And he really provided a hands-on experience with the alpaca. He wants them to be well socialized and for us to have the ultimate experience, and it was. I mean, a lot of moments were just, I cannot believe this is happening. One that was funny is they do have some llamas there, and he taught us how we could feed a llama, kiss a llama with a treat in our mouth, and then boop, the llama takes it. It's like, whoo. At first I said no, and then I'm like, yes, it's an experience. Oh my gosh, that was interesting.
Wasn't it?
But, I kind of feel bad for the others. Are we allowed to do these guys too?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Oh.
Because you get to watch us kiss this big one all day long.
I know. Oh, that was a good one. He's so sweet.
And the other thing that was really, really special was to hold a baby, which they're called crias. And that was just precious. Okay.
Hi, baby. Aren't you amazing?
I'm cooking, so I don't know. She's in the house.
I just want to rock you because I have a baby at home too.
So we got good information. He made us laugh most of the time, and the setting is in beautiful Florida countryside, and it just was a great experience. So I recommend that no matter what, you gotta go. And that was my first alpaca farm that I've been to. Erica has visited others, and she said this one blew them away with the kindness, the interactions. So just so you know, it's really great. All right, so on our last day in Winter Haven, it was an exciting day because again, Erica set this up. We were to take a dye class from Laura, the owner of Four Pearls. This is not a class on their roster. Erica had talked to her, told her we were dyers. Erica's better than me. I'm a little bit free-spirited, and it's more like ignorant. My experience of dyeing fiber was just kind of doing it and not being very technical. So I would surely appreciate learning more, and Erica felt the same way.
I do like that color. I do like that color.
Yeah, it's a little.
These tones
too, if you want to.
Okay, yeah, whatever's.
You don't need to use all of it. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want to make too much. Actually, Euclid is a color puller, so it will pull color out. So it
like,
doesn't need loose dye.
yeah,
It's gonna bring it out. So that's why we're washing is to take surface dye out. And we do rinse things several times, but sometimes you just don't. So you can kind of see it's pulling. Not much, but there's maybe a little, but not really.
I had a dark one. So I like to think the guidance that you gave helped.
So we took the dye class from Laura, and I learned that it does not have to be a hard thing. You just need to measure the dye and record it if you want to repeat the process. It's also good to have some yarn that you want to sample so that you can sample it. And she taught many good things, and I'm just so much clearer on how to do it and how to get different results. And it's all about the amount of dye. Okay, the water, the citric acid does not have the big deal to do with it. It's the dye. And I just feel like that was an aha moment, because now I can go and have a more controlled dyeing situation. So for those of you who are dyers and you're like, yeah, I treated it like a fun thing, like I do so many other aspects of this art, where for me, there's some things that are technical, like getting your pattern right so your sleeves line up, but other things not technical for me, like the joy of spinning and just doing it. And that's pretty much how I was doing dyeing. So I'm very happy to know a bit more of the technical aspect of it. All right, so that dyeing, this is what I ended up with. Tickled to death. It was just a lot of fun, and I learned how to sprinkle the dye and this stuff. It's just great. Soft yarn, so fun. All right, so that wraps the weekend. We headed for home soon after that, and it was a fabulous, fiber-filled, fun weekend that I hope, if you choose to come to Central Florida, that you're able to do those things and have as good a time as we did. All right, everybody. Thanks for hearing about the travel adventures. Happy fiber art. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this programming, I invite you to become a supporting member. You can go to Patreon, Rehash Fiber, or click on the link in the description. There you can give as little as $3 a month, and it helps with the general support of keeping the show going. As a Patreon member, you'll get access to behind the scene videos and other special things that come along. And as a little thank you gift, you'll get the Rehash fiber pin.